Pure mathematics is, in its way, the poetry of logical idea. Did you know that is the famous quote from infamous Albert Einstein that is uh, has a high intelligence IQ. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Fadil bin Jali, and you may address me as Fadil. So today I will presenting the linear programming in Basic Algebra. Before I start my presentation today, I want to greet to you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. First of all, I am a student from IPG-KSM in program PPISMP semester 1. So, I need to think how I can have a side income. So, I come up with an idea to sell the morning breakfast food because I realized that the students in IPGKSM like to have a morning breakfast to start their day. But I want to make uh, the small business, so I only using two menu. To start with, um, I think that I will use bread as a carbohydrate because body need carbohydrate to consume energy. And then I also need to use eggs because it is the protein in our daily life. So I think that I need to make uh, the food, but the ingredient is including bread and eggs. So I I named my product, my menu, egg sandwich and egg burger. So to make things easier, I will I will represent the variables for my project. So egg sandwich uh, is represent as X. Meanwhile, egg burger are represent as Y. Okay, so to make things easier, I will write to you what is my variables. Thank you. So the variables for my project is egg sandwich for egg sandwich that represent as meanwhile egg burger are represent as Y. So what are the ingredients for my menu? Okay, the ingredients is simple. It's only use sliced bread and eggs. Simple. So for egg sandwich, I will use four sliced bread and five eggs. What about my egg burger? For my egg burger, I only use two sliced bread and two eggs. It goes like this. Can you see? Okay, to make things easier, I make a table to look it more formal. So this table is represent my small business or my project. The menu is egg sandwich and egg burger, and the ingredient is sliced bread and eggs. So five sliced breads are needed to make a egg sandwich, and four eggs needed. Meanwhile, egg burger need only two sliced breads and two eggs. Got it? So I have some unavoidable problems for my project. The problem is I had a limited ingredients. Every day I only can get 18 sliced breads and 100 eggs. That is the limited of ingredients. Second, I only open my store 4 hours per day, and 4 hours per day is equals to 214 minutes per day. But um, egg sandwich need 5 minutes to make. Meanwhile, egg burger need 4 minutes. So the preparation time should be less. And last, I had a problem at to get the return of capital. So first, cost to make a single egg sandwich is 4 ringgit and egg burger is 3 ringgit. So I will sell egg burger for 9 ringgit and egg burger for 8 ringgit. So the clear profit I can make from each item is 5 ringgit. Okay, I also need a worker to help my business. The worker need a salary. So the salary for a worker is 13.5 ringgit. And also I need a model to get my ingredients and other thing that cost me for my business. It is 14 ringgit per day. So that make a total of 18 ringgit. So how to how I can want my business without losing the profit? I need to sell 16 items per day because the total profit I can get when I sell 16 items is um 18 ringgit per day. Even I don't get a positive profit, but I don't lose any money. To make things easier, um, it is like this. Number one and two is for limited ingredients. Number three is cooking time, and number four is um, the return of capital needed. That is 18 ringgit. Done for that. For that. So after state all the problems in my project, this four is the constant that I detect from the problems. First, we, we have the limited sliced beds. The, the constants equation is 4x plus 2y less than 18. Second, x. Because I only can get 100 eggs per day, the constant is 5x plus 2y less than 100. On the other hand, the cooking time is 5x plus 4y much less than 214. Last, um, because uh, the minimum item should be sold is 16 items per day. The constant equation is x plus y must be more than 16. Good job. Okay, after we find all the constants uh, that come from problems that are stated before, we can use that to find to draw the graph, to find the visible region graph. Okay, so how to plot in the graph? So to make it easier to plot, we need to use the uh, form of y equals to mx plus c. So um, this is the result for first constants that are for breads. Uh, yeah, that's it. The result. Okay, so after we find all the form of y equals to ms plus c, we need to find two plot to make a linear graph. So how we can find the plot? So we need to substitute one of the variables to find um, the other variables. So for example, first first okay, so first for the first constant that are for breads, slice of bread, when we substitute the s to 0, the y must become uh, 14, and when we substitute the y to 0, the x must become 14 egg. So like this. Same goes to others. Okay, so the result is this. But before that, I'm sorry because I make the mistake for the first constant that when y equals to 0, the s must be 20. Okay, so after we find all the plot that should be plotted in the graph, then we make a linear graph. So the results is this that are shown in this page. That is okay. So after we plot and make the linear graph, we can find the visible region graph. So that is the so I make it wait. That is the visible region graph for 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 all of the constants that are stated before. Okay. So after we draw the graph and find the visible region graph, we can find the maximum profit that I can get from my project. So the so I can I should make one equation for objective function. So objective function for my project is the maximum profit that I can make per day. So the equation is 9x plus 8y equals to z. So z is the maximum profit. Then s and y is the variables. So why this equation how this equation been found? Okay, this equation been found because the because I want to sell the egg sandwich is 9 ringgit and egg burger is 8 ringgit. So that's why that's how this equation found. And then how to use this equation? We need to find the plot that can be that can represent maximum value for the project. So if we take a look at here, we can find four plot. I will determine this plot. This plot is A. This plot is B. This plot is C, and this plot is D. Okay, take a look. This is C and this is D. So the okay, so um I will choose plot C and D because that is represent the maximum value that I can get. So plot C is the coordinate for plot C is 20 0 and plot D is 40 no, plot D is 0 14. This is the coordinate. So after we find the coordinate, after we find the coordinate, we can substitute the xy coordinate to the objective function equation. So for plot C, um, when I substitute it, uh, the value I can get is 180, and for plot D is 320. So because my project is I want to find the maximum profit, I choose plot D to represent the maximum profit I can get because it is higher than plot C. Okay, so uh, last but not least, the conclusion for my project is Overall, plot D are chosen because it is the maximum profit that I can make per day, which is 320. But after deducting 18 ringgit because of capital that is including salary worker salary and modal per day. So the total I can make per day is 240. So overall, I need to sell more egg burger because uh, it only use two sliced bread and two eggs. So it means that less ingredient are used, but more product can be sold. So that's it. So that's all for my presentation today. Overall, um, we must agree that mathematics can be used to solve the problem in our daily life. Thank you for hearing. Thank you for so. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you. That's all. Fadil sign out.